Everyone, this is Scott Caruso from CPD 1401 here with my week 2 reflection video. Let's hop right into talking about this past week. And I think the thing that I found most valuable about the work we did this week was kind of on a very large meta scale. I really found it engaging and enriching to get a chance to work with applications that are pulling in and utilizing data, simply because data is what the entire software development industry is moving towards as the key corners. I mean, data is what we deal with on an everyday basis. Data is what builds the websites and the applications and the software that we use on a daily basis. Dynamic data, not just data that that the programmers are statically engineering, but it's finally building those building blocks so that we can use the data that's dynamically being generated and accessed, and that's really, really cool to me, and that's what I'm finding valuable. And in some ways, that's also what's most challenging, because you need to start thinking about architecting these applications in ways that we haven't really thought about before. And I don't just mean in terms of using native C code in our Objective-C applications. That's not what I mean. But really starting to think about how data can be best utilized within the constructs of an application is what's also becoming a little bit more challenging as well. And that's kind of a good segue into what I would have done differently this week if I had the time and the ability. I feel like my applications, though they function and they do what they're supposed to do, they feel very unfinished, and I wish I could have taken some more time to really explore more what I could have done with this data that I generated and was pulling in to my application. Not just to make the applications look better, but to start to play around with the different kinds of functionality that you can do with this kind of dynamic data that's being stored within a database, and really start to explore what a truly modern application feels and looks like. In terms of things that I feel like could use some more clarification, or things that I don't quite understand. I don't necessarily want to say that I don't understand it. That's kind of going a little bit over the top with it, but I do feel like this week the core base C code that we had to write to access SQL within our applications, particularly with the iOS application, kind of came out of nowhere, and I wasn't ready for it. And I feel like all I learned related to that was exactly what I needed to do to make the application work, without really understanding a lot of the concepts around the base C language that was being used. So I could probably use some more clarification on that. And the other thing, I can't wait to really start dealing with more dynamic data that's hosted from a remote data source. So though that doesn't necessarily need clarification from this week, that's something that I'm really looking forward to get clarified in future weeks. That was week 2. I hope everyone else had a good week 2 as well, and I will talk to you again for week 3.